Radio.
Hello, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling out there? What's going on in the universe? DJ Stop the Beat. We got another call. Party Crash has been flooding my emails left and right all today. Nancy. Did you see the video of Nancy Grace? OMG, Nancy Grace, she just put out another interview talking about the Shanquella case. OMG, Nancy Grace is talking to Shanquella's sister. OMG, Nancy Grace is really exposing the FBI. She said they are not doing anything. And can you guys believe that? OMG, so you know we got to talk about it. Yeah, because this is what you guys want. The party crashers have hit me up all day today telling me we got to talk about Shanquella. We cannot forget about Shanquella. The devil don't want us to talk about Shanquella. So can we please get more likes? I'm really begging tonight for more likes on this case. So before I continue on, and shout out to all the party crashers, the moderators, everybody up in here. I want to play a little snippet. Now, I have the whole audio of Nancy Grace show, but I do want to play a little clip just to give you an insight what we're in for. Check this out. Listen.
They have issued arrest warrants, but haven't said who the warrants are for.
Okay, straight back to Joe Bruno joining us from WSOC. I heard the rumors and my cell phone blew up that there had been an arrest.
And you heard what Nancy just said. Her phone was blowing up, that it has been an arrest. And I just want to know, did your phone blow up too? Did you hear about an arrest happen in this Shanquella case? Please press 1 if you also heard that somebody got arrested in this Shanquella case. Not a arrest warrant was out. I'm not talking about the arrest warrant, but somebody actually got arrested. Because that's what Nancy is talking about. So let's, did y'all hear about that? Comment, let us know. And shout out to the new member, Miss Stanky K. Thank you, Miss Stanky K. Let's continue on.
Shanquella Robinson's homicide. Then quickly I learned that wasn't true. What?
Did you hear what Nancy Grace just said? Now, Nancy Grace, she not gonna lie. She have no reason to lie. DJ Stop the Beat. Now, people around town been saying they don't know if it's true. They think it could be a rumor. And a lot of people got dragged for saying it's not true. But Nancy Grace, she is in the inside and she knows her stuff. Nancy Grace is an icon when it comes to trials and mysteries like this, getting down to the nitty-gritty. Nancy Grace has experts. She does her homework day in and day out. I don't. I don't. I gossip. Okay? You know my flow. And that's the category I'm going to stay in. I ain't trying to be Fox News or nobody else but Gossip Girl. Okay? Anyway, you heard it right here. She said that was a lie. I'm going to rewind that again because I couldn't believe that Nancy Grace said that. What?
Arrest warrants, but haven't said who the warrants are for.
Okay, straight back to Joe Bruno joining us from WSOC. I heard the rumors and my cell phone blew up that there had been an arrest in Shanquella Robinson's homicide. Then quickly I learned that wasn't true. What do we know about any arrests or arrest warrants which would come out of Mexico?
Right. And I've talked to the FBI, U.S. Marshals, as well as the State Attorney General's office in Mexico. All tell me they do not have any information about an arrest being made. However...
What? Did y'all hear what this man just said? Huh? Can y'all please repeat what that man just said to us? And that's the expert. I could have swore I heard him say he talked to the Mexico government, he talked to Mexico police, he talked to everybody up in Mexico, and they said, let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. Let's make sure I heard it right. Because, you know, sometimes the devil will try to trick you with what you heard.
Phone blew up that there had been an arrest in Shanquella Robinson's homicide. Then quickly I learned that wasn't true. What do we know about any arrests or arrest warrants which would come out of Mexico?
Right. And I've talked to the FBI, U.S. Marshals, as well as the State Attorney General's office in Mexico. All tell me they do not have any information about an arrest being made. However, it is confirmed that an arrest warrant has been issued.
Okay, we already knew about the arrest warrant. Arrest warrant and arrest are two different things. Didn't that man say, see, he talked so fast. He said something about the Mexican marshals. See, I got to replay because I don't know who the hell is a Mexican marshal. It sounds big time, but I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't know all this stuff and all this language and this lingo. That's why I need y'all to help me.
Shanquella Robinson's homicide. Then quickly I learned that wasn't true. What do we know about any arrests or arrest warrants which would come out of Mexico?
Right. And I've talked to the FBI, U.S.
He talked to the FBI, Mexican Marshals,
as well as the State Attorney General's office.
And the Mexico State Attorney General office. Now that's a lot of people. FBI, Marshal, and the State Attorney General office. And they have no information. He didn't say they were not willing to give out information. He said they have no information. That's a difference. Versus somebody saying, I cannot give out information right now. That's a difference. But when somebody say we have no information, we don't know, we don't know nothing about that.
In Mexico, all tell me they do not have any information about an arrest being made.
Excuse that. We don't have any information. We don't have any information about arrests being made, but we have an arrest warrant. But we don't have any information about arrests being made. Let that sink in. They didn't say we can't tell you if we do or we can't. They didn't say we cannot confirm or we cannot deny. They said we don't have any information. They didn't say we cannot confirm or we cannot deny. Okay, let's go.
However, it is confirmed that an arrest warrant has been issued by the State Attorney General in Baja California Sur, where Cabo is. But like that report said, they have not identified the person by name. They have just said this is for the direct.
And right now, he's just talking about the warrant. They have not identified the person by name who is the warrant for.
Attacker in this instance.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
All right, so I just wanted to start off with that little clipper so you guys know what we're in for. So please, again, I beg you, please like this video. I beg you to comment. I beg you to share. The phone line is right on here. Anytime you guys want to jump in and you want to talk about what just been said, feel free to do so. Okay, so let's start it back from the top. Okay, because that was just a sound bite I heard. And it really got me to thinking. So I had to put it out there. So this is my first time hearing what she has to say. So this, you know, I'm playing it with you guys. This is my first time hearing it as well. Check this out.
In Mexico. Okay, try to put the words "in Mexico" out of your head, because the crime that's happening right now is not her murder in Mexico. It's happening right here.
And comment, can you guys hear that audio? You know, press 12 if you can hear her clearly. The audio.
right here, I believe, in North Carolina, where the perps are hiding out. That's what's wrong today. We here in the U.S. are doing nothing to get justice in the murder of this 25-year-old beauty. And when I say beauty, I mean beauty on the inside and the out. You know how hard that is to find somebody who's really gorgeous on the outside and on the inside, they're just as gorgeous? Okay? Why is the mother, Shanquella's mother, why did she have to send her other daughter to be with us today? Because she is so upset she can barely speak. Why are we dropping the ball?
Well, you hear that? I just have to say, she said the crime is happening in North Carolina and America, and they're not doing their job in America. And she also said the mom cannot talk to her because she's just going through so much. Now the sister, Shanquella's sister, is speaking out. I believe she's going to talk to Nancy. Like I said, this is my first time hearing this as well.
Why don't we just go up to Lady Justice and rip away her shield and take her sword and put it in the Dixie dumpster? We are not seeking justice for this girl. And it will be a day that hell freezes over that I stop seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us here at Fox Nation and Sirius XM 111. You know how many times I have said to a jury, let me go to you, Kathleen Murphy with me, high-profile lawyer, joining me out of North Carolina at ncdomesticlaw.com. How many times have I said to a jury, Kathleen, I'm bringing you all this evidence. What do you want? A video? Well, in this case, we have a video because not only did her...
I gotta stop. You know what? The loss in America is really out of hand. You know, people are getting away with so much nowadays, and the laws need to change. America need to be way more strict on crime, way more strict on everything. And I want to know, do y'all feel me? Do you guys feel like America should be more strict on everything across the board? Press 10 if you feel like they should be more relaxed. Press 15 if you feel like everything is just fine. Press 20. I think they are so soft on crime, but let's play.
Girlfriends that she went away to this luxe vacation just down a hop, skip, and a jump down the road from where Jennifer Aniston hangs out in Cabo all the time. Right down from that.
I'm going to trial today and I have a video.
Yeah, this girl is being murdered in her luxury suite bedroom, being beaten dead by one of her friend girls, and another person is videoing it. She is dead, and there's a video, Kathleen.
I cried when I saw that video. I posted on my personal Facebook page. But Nancy, my question is, did these folks plan this crime that occurred in Mexico in the United States? And if so, why are they not arrested right now for planning that crime, even though it occurred in the United States?
Okay, as I often say, Kathleen Murphy, I don't know if they taught you this in law school. I learned it in the courtroom. Screw them and the horse they rode in on. All right? I don't care if they planned it here, planned it in the hall, planned it in the doorway as they walked in her bedroom. She is dead because of a break to her spine. And you see in the video them waking. She doesn't have on any clothes. She sleeps without any clothes on. She's getting out of bed and they start beating her and hitting her in the head. And to you, Dr. Tim Gallagher, medical examiner, state of Georgia at pathcaremed.com, Dr. Gallagher, a medical examiner, has told me, in fact, I think it was you, that those blows to the head you see on the video, they think it's funny. They're videoing killing the girl. That in one of those videos, part of it, you see her head go down like to the right with such force, she never gets up off the floor, off sitting on the carpet again. She dies right there. Did you see the beating in the video?
Did you hear that? Nancy Grace said that she leave this earth right there on the video from Dejanay. That's what Nancy Grace said. She left this earth by the hands of Dejanay Jackson. That was the girl that we saw. That's the only girl that we saw putting paws on her. I know there was a lot of rumors going around that this girl did it. I didn't see them videos. And they said them videos were true. They would have been resurfaced. So I can't speak on that. All I know, Nancy said from the blows that Dejanay put on her, she left this earth from that time. Let's go.
Dr. Gallagher.
I did, and at that point it looked like her spine was broken or her neck was broken. So it appeared as though the cervical vertebral column was dislocated from the skull itself. So in that, we call that an internal decapitation, but it was a violent blow and it was a violent outcome, and it was just absolutely sad and no reason for it. That brought about her instantaneous demise.
Okay, right there. There's another comment.
Now, did you hear that? Okay, we have another expert that is an expert in this field, and he also confirms that Dejanay was the result of her demise. It was Dejanay Jackson. You just heard the man right there. He's seen the video. Come on now. And I want to know, do you guys feel it was Dejanay Jackson that took her out of here? Press 5. If you feel like it's another video out in the atmosphere that magically shows Winter and the other girls taking part of it, and Dejanay is not the reason for her physical demise, press 8. Let's know where we are. Where is it? Let's continue on.
Because according to police, she died 3 hours later. That did not happen. If you look at the actual death certificate, which I have right here in front of me, she died after just 15 minutes max. I don't know why the cops are saying 3 hours later. But you know what? I need to catch a lot of people up. I want to tell you with me a very special guest today. Quilla, thank you for being with us. This is Shanquella's sister. What is your sister's nickname? I know you did not call her Shanquella all the time.
I called her Gotti.
Say what?
My nickname to her was Gotti. Godget. Gotti.
I kind of hate that you're hearing everything we're talking about, like cause of death and the internal decapitation, which means when your head is severed from the rest of your spine, but the skin is still in place. So inside in your spine, you've been decapitated, but your head is still sitting on your body. Everybody, I want you to hear our friends at ABC listen.
That Friday evening, she seemed very excited about the trip, And she said she was getting ready to eat some tacos. They had a chef there. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
Not even 24 hours after her daughter landed in paradise, Salamandra says she got a worrying call from one of the friends who told her Shanquella wasn't feeling well.
And I said, well, what's wrong with her? And he said, alcohol poisoning. I didn't know what alcohol poisoning was, But he said, the doctor is on the way. And I said, well, how you know alcohol poisoning if the doctor haven't arrived yet?
You're hearing right there who I now consider to be a friend. This is Shanquella's mom speaking to us. That's Salamandra Robinson talking. Dr. Tim Gallagher with me, high-profile medical examiner out of Florida. You can find him at pathcaremed.com. And aside all of his education, catch this, he created the International Forensic Medicine Death Investigation Conference. He lives and breathes cause of death. So I guess you can see the vast dichotomy between what the medical examiner says. She died 15 minutes after, essentially, as you described, an internal decapitation, and all the friends telling the mom on the phone it was alcohol poisoning, as if it was Shanquella's fault that she is dead. That shows she drank too much, she's dead. Did they really think we were going to believe that?
Well, Nancy, I mean, I guess in desperation, they were.
Time out. Nancy, I didn't think about it like that. But Nancy, she just said something that made me go, She said that her best friend, Khalil, called and said, it was alcohol poisoning. And Nancy said, you trying to blame her for her own demise, saying, yeah, she was drinking too much. Ain't that some shit? Trying to say she did it to herself. She took herself out of here from drinking too damn much. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? And I would think, well, goddamn it, you the best friend. Shit, you don't know when your best friend is getting too wasted. You don't know to say, okay, listen, best friend, no more drinks for you. No more. No more. But we all know that was a lie. Let's go.
Try any excuses better than none, but I don't really understand how they thought they would get away with it and without an autopsy being performed. This is definitely magical thinking on their part, and she exhibited no signs of alcohol intoxication during the video.
None at all.
Right.
That's a really good point. Mm-hmm. Dr. Tim Gallagher, and guys, I don't know if Fox Nation could play the video while we're talking, but there were several times in the video I had to just stop watching it because the video is so violent. So I want to find out, to you, Quilla Long, this is Shanquella's sister, who are these women in the video? And there's a guy there too, right? Supposedly her best friend, her friend boy. I mean, a guy, it's not a boyfriend, but it's her friend.
We don't know the females. We just know him personally. The other set of people are actually people who she went to college with.
Okay, guys, I went to college with. All right. Joe Bruno is about to join me from WSOC TV, and he is joining me, I hope.
Okay, we're going to pause real quick. Can we get the likes up, please, you guys? It is crucial. Get these likes up. Please, when we're talking about Shanquella, get these likes up. Now, we got a phone call on the line. If you guys don't mind, we're going to take this phone call. Caller here. Let's see. From 9803. You're live on the air. 803. All right, we're going to let them go. All right, let's go back to our regular programming. Like I said before, the lines are open. So anytime you guys want to chime in, feel free to do so.
With some kind of an update on why these friends have not landed their rear ends behind bars, take a listen to our friends at ABC.
Salamandra again says she confronted one of the friends who lived nearby.
They say Shanquella didn't die from no alcohol poisoning. They say she had been beating her neck. He broke out in a sweat, and he came out of his shirt. He was sweating so bad, it's like it was eating him up.
But soon, another punch in the gut. Graphic cell phone footage leaked online appearing to show Shanquella naked, physically assaulted by another woman, while others appeared to watch on, even encourage it.
Quilla, can you at least fight back?
All six of them had an opportunity to stop that situation. Neither one of them didn't do nothing about it. Who would give them the right to take a life?
You're hearing the mom and dad speaking to our friends at ABC.
All right, so comment, let us know what's going on. I may have to fast forward it because I don't know what's going on with this music.
The story of the college football playoff.
All right, so I'm going to, DJ Stop the Beat, I'm going to fast forward because now she's doing her commercials. And we have a phone call we're going to answer. Calling from 667. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi. I'm just going to be real quick. I just wanted to say that the day that they all came back home and went to the mother's house, I'm just confused as to how they was able to leave when they came back home without her daughter. Like, y'all all went there together on her dime, and then y'all left her there. It was already suspicious right then and there. And now we know home, they wouldn't have been able to leave until I found out where my daughter was and why y'all left her. And saying she got into a fight and was sick wouldn't have been enough. Just that alone should be a crime for leaving her over there.
Got it. So you're going to hold the 3 people, and where you going to lock the door?
Probably. The way my father is, probably.
Okay, so you'll
They
lock
wouldn't
the
have been able to leave
door.
until the truth came out and the police arrived.
Okay. And when the police got there, do you think they're going to do something when they don't have any proof?
Well, no, but the whole thing in itself is just weird, and I would think that the police would at least start initiating something.
Now,
Anything
it can
prior
turn
to
on
days
you.
and days later.
If you call the police, they can say you held them hostage, and that's a crime.
Well, I would be willing to deal with that crime considering that they murdered my daughter.
Okay. All right. But at this time, you didn't know this. At that time, she did not know.
But when they came and said that she was sick from alcohol poisoning, I would just be confused why they left her, period. At all. I'm not leaving my friend and she's sick.
Well, you know, their excuse would be, well, you know, they're kids. They didn't know.
That's so sad. I think they old enough to, considering what they did, I think they definitely old enough to understand that they shouldn't have left her. And I don't mean no harm. They wouldn't have left out my house if they did that to my child.
Yeah. All right. But, you know, like people
Thank
were
you.
saying.
I love you so much.
I love you too. All right. We'll let you go. All right. Let's see if we can bypass the commercials.
Semifinals.
Feel free to call in. We are taking calls tonight. I'm just going to fast forward if I can.
Horned Frog shot. Saturday.
For 7 and Violent Deep.
Now report up of the world. Irv, when you check into a hotel in another country, including Mexico, you have to show your passport and all your ID. They don't let you just walk in.
DJ, stop the beat. Okay, it's okay. The comments people are saying there ain't no kids. There ain't no kids. I never thought there was kids, but it's interesting. We did have people calling in and refer to 25, 24-year-olds as kids. And let's take a poll right now. Anybody between the ages of 22 to 25, do you consider them as kids? Press 1 if you consider them kids, 22 to 25. 4 if you consider them as a full adult. You know, comment, let us know. That was a big discussion in the past days.
And run to your room and raid the minibar. So this has got to be on record, right?
That's correct, Nancy. I'm confident the Mexican authorities have those people's passport information and also identified them and know their location in the United States. It's now a matter of going through the extradition process to bring them back to Mexico.
How the heck did they leave the country to start with? Irv Brandt, the medical examiner, says she did not die of alcohol poisoning. She died of basically internal decapitation. Her head was disconnected from her body, and then they hop on a plane and take off?
Yes, it's actually that simple. They obviously left while the investigation was ongoing. But now that it has been ruled a homicide and not an accidental death or death by alcohol poisoning, they can start the process to bring those people back to the country of Mexico.
I don't know why they let them leave to start with. That said, now we've got to get them back. Joe Bruno joining me, WSOC TV. Joe, what's happening and why?
Nancy, these friends who were on the trip with Shanquella, most have since deactivated their social media accounts. Many have changed their phone numbers. And I have been to the homes of 5 of the 6 of them, addresses associated with these people on the trip, and they are no longer there.
You mean they no longer live there, or they're hiding out?
They are either not answering, or neighbors have not seen them in weeks.
Okay, you know what? Dr. Bethany Marshall, psychoanalyst, joining me out of LA at drbethanymarshall.com. Dr. Bethany, there's nothing that screams, I did it, more than deactivating all your social and changing your cell number.
And just disappearing. Nancy, can you imagine going on a trip out of the country with a friend? That friend is sick or dies, and you flee? I mean, that speaks volumes. Even if there was no video, you have so-called friends who leave somebody in an ambulance. I mean, just picture that for a second. I mean, that is so profound. Then they go back to their mommy's homes. Then they deactivate everything. No wonder the one friend was sweating profusely when he came to Shanquella's family to confess what had happened. He wasn't sweating because he was so anxious about what happened to her. He knows he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, Nancy. And, you know, again, even if there was no video, you know, these friends were plotting this. This does not happen like in a blink of an eye, in the spur of the moment. These friends were probably deriding Shanquella, saying horrible things about her, taking unflattering photographs, maybe not consciously planning to kill her, but at some sort of pre-conscious level, the attack was being planned. And I think that's what's so, you know.
You know, she said something right there that really blogger my mind. She said that they are around taking not good photos of her. And then when you think of they all was in that room, and to consider males are in a room when a lady is undressed. Have y'all thought about that? Those men was in the room when she was undressed. Now, you know no man's supposed to be in a room when a woman is undressed. What type of crap is that? They didn't have no respect for her to say, okay, put some clothes on and we'll come back. What type of shit is that? Can y'all please explain what type is that? For men to be in a room and for you guys to videotape somebody that is undressed. Clearly, she was not ready for whatever was about to happen. She don't got no clothes on. Who does that? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Comment, let us know. Let's give a big old thank you to Female Rap Elite donating $5 so white people ain't having it. 2 gay males, she didn't know she was being filmed for fans only. Fans only? I don't care if they gay or not. It's still, hello, man up in a room while she's undressed. That's out of order. Out of line. Come on now. And then you're videotaping her while she's undressed. To me, it looks like an ambush. Do y'all think that was an ambush? Comment, let us know. Press 3 if you feel like that was an ambush. Press 10 if you feel like no, it was not. All right, let's take a phone call for 1 second. Ooh. Calling from 854. You're live on the air. 854.
Hello.
845. I'm sorry. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm calling in because I have, this thing has really taken a toll on me because I was in a similar situation. Thank God I wasn't killed. But I don't want to go in that right now. I just want to say, get this off my mind. We need to do the same thing for this sister. The same way we go out when a cop kill
K,
a
we
black
can't. We
person.
try not to say the word K over here.
Okay, we need to do the same thing. The same thing that we did for George Floyd and all the others.
Okay, so pretty much you want us to be more aggressive when it comes to this approach. I totally agree. All right, we got a few callers here. We're going to let you go. And you guys, come on, say what you have to say. We do have other callers, and we still have to get through the interview. Calling from 434, you're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm calling because I just wish and hope that they hurry up and get justice for this young lady. And I was listening to the thing earlier where the girl was getting a little rude with you earlier.
Oh, we're not going to go into that. But I appreciate you calling. Let's keep on going on. All right, we're going to stay on Shanquella. I promise you guys, we're not going to have no side storylines on this live. We're going to, keep it good. I don't care about what I got into earlier. That have nothing to do with Shanquella. Me has nothing to do with Shanquella. It's not personal. I'm not in this. This is about Shanquella, the FBI, and getting justice. And that's it.
Horrible about this is she was sort of like the lamb to the slaughter. She had no idea. She called her mom and said she was about to eat tacos. She was having the happiest moments with new friends. I mean, if you ever hung out.
Oh my God. This lady she said she was a lamb to the slaughter. Now, if that don't sound like a sacrifice, and I know y'all not believers, and I'm not trying to force y'all to believe anything. But a lamb to the sacrifice. Ooh, what'd she say? A lamb to the slaughter. I don't know. People already knew. None of them girls, none of them liked her. We never saw any photos of Shanquella and the rest of them taking pictures together. Have y'all seen Shanquella and Dejanay taking pictures? Huh? Have y'all seen Shanquella and Dejanay in a picture together? Have y'all seen Shanquella and Elise in a picture together? Have y'all seen Shanquella and Winter in a picture together? Have y'all seen Shanquella and Malik in a picture together? Huh? I mean, we have seen Dejanay and Winter. We seen Dejanay and Elise. We seen Dejanay and Malik. We seen Dejanay with all of them. Let's continue on.
With new friends, it's so exciting to be with them and to get to know new people. And these new people were plotting against her all the while.
What do we know about arrest warrants coming out of Mexico? Take a listen to our cut 43. This is Megan Bragg, WCNC.
This is the article that has been circulating on social media. It claims that there has been an arrest in the Shanquella Robinson case, but we wanted to walk you through the article because...
Do you guys remember that article? Do y'all remember that article? Girl, everybody was like, yes, we got an arrest, hey. Girl, y'all was doing a Tootsie Roll. Y'all was doing a stanky leg. Y'all was twerking on the cars. And y'all, Nancy said, honey, that was fake baloney. That's what Nancy Grace say. And you know she not gonna lie. She don't have nothing to gain for it. She big time, Woo! Didn't they run? Didn't they run with it? 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 Girl, I just sat back. I said, I already knew. I already knew in my spirit. 'Cause you can just sense stuff in your spirit, especially if you're spiritual. Let's play.
Because there are some red flags here. When someone reports and shares claims that are not verified, this is how misinformation spreads. First, the headline suggests DeHaan Jackson was arrested in the United States. As of now, Mexican authorities have not publicly even named a suspect. They have issued arrest warrants, but haven't said who the warrants are for.
Okay, straight back to Joe Bruno joining us from WSOC. I heard the rumors, and my cell phone blew up, that there had been an arrest in Shanquella Robinson's homicide. Then quickly I learned that wasn't true. What do we know about any arrests or arrest warrants which would come out of Mexico?
Right. And I've talked to the FBI, U.S. Marshals, as well as the State Attorney General's office in Mexico. All tell me they do not have any information about an arrest.
Did y'all hear that? He talked to the marshals, the FBI, and the lead something. Okay? He talked to all them bureaus. They have no information. They didn't say they didn't have any information to give. They just don't have none at all. They don't got shit. They don't got shit. All they got is an arrest warrant that they still have not gotten. You know, this is according to Nancy Grace. And stop getting mad at me because I'm gossiping. Okay? I told y'all what I do. Gossip. This is what I got from Nancy Grace. Shit, y'all be talking to me like I'm exposing the breaking news. I don't do breaking news. I gossip. Let's go.
Being made. However, it is confirmed that an arrest warrant has been issued by the State Attorney General in Baja California Sur, where Cabo.
Arrest warrant, because y'all like to run and say an arrest. Arrest warrant.
Is. But like that report said, they have not identified the person by name. They have just said this is for the direct attacker in this instance.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. A prosecutor for Baja California Sur states that a friend of Robinson's, quote, who is the direct aggressor, which I take to mean the woman beating her in the head in the video, is being sought by international authorities on charges of femicide. Charges of femicide. Now, femicide, to my understanding, in Mexico is the way they describe the murder of a female. What is that, Joe Bruno?
Certainly. A femicide is basically when a female is murdered. They look at whether she was killed for reasons due to her gender or perhaps it was due to domestic violence.
Exactly.
Oftentimes when a woman is killed in Mexico, the case starts as femicide, and once they investigate, if they determine those aren't the factors, then it gets recategorized to a homicide. So it's essentially a type of homicide investigation by local authorities.
Take a listen to Hour Cut 46 from Newsy.
Mexican prosecutors have said the suspect is an American and the charges are femicide. Mexican prosecutors said in a statement Robinson's death was the result of a, quote, direct attack, not an accident. Mexican law enforcement has requested the suspect be extradited back across the border so she can face charges. That would require U.S. authorities to hand over an American citizen to a foreign government.
She is going to have to be extradited to Mexico. I do see that happening.
Deborah Blum is a criminal defense attorney in New York. Blum says while she expects the extradition to happen, it could be a process to get it done.
They're going to have their day in court where the person that's accused of this gets to say, I don't agree to extradition, and then they get to have a judicial hearing in front of the judge.
The FBI is also open.
You know what? Did y'all hear what she just said? You know I'm going to need one of y'all to call in and break that shit down. It sounds like she said that Dejanay has to go to court in America first. And she may say she does not agree to be extradited. Is that what she just said? Comment, let us know. Press 4 if she's saying that Dejanay has to go to court in America first. And she may say that she don't want to be extradited. Press 7 if I'm getting it wrong. Okay? Comment, let us know. What did she just say? I'm going to have to listen to that shit again. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, let's go back.
Mexican prosecutors have said the suspect is an American and the charges are femicide. Mexican prosecutors said in a statement Robinson's death was the result of a, quote, direct attack, not an accident. Mexican law enforcement has requested the suspect be extradited back across the border so she can face charges. That would require U.S. authorities to hand over an American citizen to a foreign government.
She is going to have to be extradited to Mexico. I do see that happening.
Deborah Blum is a criminal defense attorney in New York. Blum says while she expects the extradition to happen, it could be a process to get it done.
They're going to have their day in court where the person that's accused of this gets to say, I don't.
You heard that? See, y'all in the comments got me fucked up. Somebody gonna say, no, the judge is gonna have to expedite her. The lady right here, she said that the person that's accused of doing a crime has a say. Now let's play that back for the slow ones in the back. See, y'all try to get me to think I'm hearing something else. That's why I gotta replay and listen to the stuff.
Requested the suspect be extradited back across the border so she can face charges. That would require U.S. authorities to hand over an American citizen to a foreign government.
She is going to have to be extradited to Mexico. I do see that happening.
Deborah Blum is a criminal defense attorney in New York. Blum says while she expects the extradition to happen, it could be a process to get it done.
They're going to have their day in court where the person that's accused of this gets to say, I don't agree to extradition, and then they get to have a judicial hearing in front of the judge.
Now, did y'all hear that? Where the person get to say, I don't agree to extradition. Did y'all hear her say that? Why y'all trying to say the judge got to say so? She said Dejanay got to say so. Dejanay can say, I don't agree to extradition. And Dejanay got a lawyer. You know that's what she going to say. I don't agree to extradition. So, I'm going to play that for one more time for the slow ones in the back.
The extradition to happen, it could be a process to get it done.
They're going to have their day in court where the person that's accused of this gets to say, I don't agree to extradition, and then they get to have a judicial hearing in front of the judge.
The FBI has also opened an investigation into Robinson's death.
Thank you. Thank you. Your mama, Travis, you ain't listening. You keep on saying the judge. And the lady just said that Dejanay can get to say she don't agree to be extradited to Mexico. Comment, let us know. Didn't she just say Dejanay can say I don't agree to be extradited to Mexico? Press 1 if she's saying Dejanay can say I don't agree to be extradited from Mexico. Press 5 if you feel like no, she don't have a say so. Why are you calling us slow? Well, if the shoe don't fit, it ain't you then. Okay, Travis, I'm not listening. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. Cause I heard what she said. It's right here. You ain't listening. Yeah, I know it's a process. Well, that's okay. Well, I'm just going based on Nancy Grace. Y'all want to add y'all seasoning and all this other stuff. I'm going based on what Nancy Grace say. How about that? Because you're adding shit and Nancy Gray didn't say what you're just saying. You kind of confuse people. Did you hear? Okay, this is the last time I'm going to play this.
They're going to have their day in court where the person that's accused of this gets to say, I don't agree to extradition. And then
bam, that's all I'm saying. She said Dejanay can agree. She don't agree to extradition. Now, whether the court or the judge override it or not, we ain't talking about that. That ain't up for the goddamn debate. We're talking about what we just heard right now. And she said Dejanay can say she don't agree to extradition, period.
They get to have a judicial hearing in front of the judge.
The FBI has also opened an investigation into Robinson's death.
Thank God in heaven the FBI is on it. Okay, everything you just heard by that lawyer it's a technical legal term. It's Latin. It's called BS. You might be familiar with that because Irv Brandt joining me from the U.S. Marshal Service. Isn't it true? Extradition is not the killer's, quote, day in court. That's when you have a jury to determine if you're guilty or innocent. And extradition is real easy. Let's just pretend Jackie Howard over there is a killer and I find her holed up under her mama's bed in Tennessee. I don't have a court hearing about guilt or innocence. I drag her to a Tennessee court, and in my other hand, I have an extradition. It's one piece of paper signed by the governor of Georgia saying Jackie is wanted for murder. All I have to do, Irv Brandt, is drag her from her under her mom's bed to a courtroom in Tennessee and say, Judge, here's the governor's extradition order. This is Jackie Howard. And then the governor asks her, the judge asks her one question, are you Jackie Howard? If she says yes, she's gone on the next jail bus to Georgia. If she says no, then I get to do a fingerprint kit on her right there in court and show it to the judge. Then we put her on a jail bus to Georgia. It's not a trial. It's not really even a fact-finding process. It's just, are you Jackie? That's all it is.
Now, Nancy Grace is saying it's different. Nancy Grace say it don't gotta do all that. All it is dragging Dejanay from her bed and taking her to court. And all she gonna say, they gonna say, Dejanay, is you Dejanay Jackson? And Dejanay gonna say, yeah. And they gonna drag her ass to Mexico. That's what Nancy Grace is just saying. So I guess Nancy Grace and that other lady, hey, they bumping heads, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is my first time listening to this. Some of y'all probably have heard this and you're trying to go before me. You shouldn't do that. Let's go on a journey together. You know, it's like watching a movie and you're trying to tell me what's going to happen. And you probably know the ending, but don't tell me. Let's discover it together. That's the whole part of reviewing. It's discovering together. Now let's go.
Agree, disagree, Irv Brandt?
No, I agree. The process, as you just laid out for state to state, is actually a good comparison to how it works internationally.
Why do you sound so calm? Why can you sound so calm? Are you just like exhausted from all the murder, extraditions, and manhunts that you've been on all around the world?
Yes.
I mean, this girl got beaten dead, dragged out of bed, and hit in the head till she's internally decapitated.
Yes, Nancy. I served as the chief inspector at the Office of International Affairs for the DOJ.
Okay, in that case, let me formally apologize for anything that I just said because you clearly know a lot more than me. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll quickly run you through it. During my time at DOJ, at OIA, I supervised hundreds of these type of cases, just like you said. And when the warrant is issued and the suspect is identified, and a foreign government sends the request to OIA attorneys, their assistant United States attorneys, assign the case to the district where the suspect is in. In this case, it would be Charlotte, North Carolina. Then the AUSA there evaluates the evidence, the probable cause, which in this case seems fairly cut and dry. They have a video. Then they prepare it for a judge who evaluates if there's probable cause and they issue an extradition warrant. Then that person is taken into custody. And just like you said, there's no day in court. They're not trying the case in Charlotte. They're going to try the case in Mexico. The only thing they're going to determine at that time, the first thing is that the person that the Mexican authorities want? It's basically an identity hearing. Then they'll determine if that person's going to be released pending the extradition process before they're returned to Mexico. They're not going to have a trial in Charlotte on a murder case. That's going to take place in Mexico.
Can I just answer that question really fast?
Well, hold on, Nancy. Okay, so this man, see, Nancy, This man is saying we're not going to have a court case with Dejanay. So Dejanay, she's not going to be up in court in America. He's pretty much saying we're going to take her behind in Mexico. So why did y'all even have the other lady come on saying the opposite of what y'all saying? You know what I'm saying? You see how the shit they do? Nancy, you may as well have just came on and leave these experts alone and just say how you feel. Shit. Got me all miscombobulated. But let's go.
HELLNO. Once they get him in court, they're not going to be released.
Highly unlikely.
They are getting on a bus.
Nancy said once they get arrested, once they're not getting released again. You know, once they catch them, they're not going to go back into the streets.
To take them to a plane, to have them handcuffed on the plane and taken to Mexico.
All right, so they're doing a commercial. So while they're doing a commercial, we can take a few phone calls. Feel free to call in. The phone lines is really low. Ain't nobody calling in, just to let y'all know. Calling from 504. You're live on the air.
Yes, hi. How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm fine. I've been wanting to come on, role play with you and all kind of stuff. So much stuff. I'm listening to it like you. I done lost the train of thought and came with more. So,
girl, email me. Email me your name and number and say you want to role play. Anybody want to role play? You guys know I do on my show. Email me and give me your name and your number and say you're interested in role play. And I will holler at you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I wanted to say this. I noticed that nobody spoke of her feet. Now, it's crazy when you watch a movie and when someone passes away, it seems like their feet kind of, their toes or whatever curl up or whatever it does. And when she was slung,
okay, caller, I can't hear you. All right, I think we lost her. Well, let's continue going back to Nancy, shall we? All right, let's fast
in
forward.
one bottle. I'm Zach Safford, coming to you.
He's telling your mom.
As of right now, nothing. The FBI, when she's in contact with them, it just pretty much they tell her they can't give her any information and to just be patient.
Guys, I want you to take a listen to our Cut 40, our friend Nikki Hauser.
We came to ensure that there is enough people putting pressure on the entire system to do what is necessary to get justice for this young woman.
Among the mourners this weekend, activist Tamika Mallory, who spoke during the service and promised to get answers in Shanquella's case.
Losing a loved one in the heinous way in which has happened to Shanquella, there probably will never be peace for them, but there cannot just be an unopened situation. It has to be closed with truth, and it has to be that there is accountability for those who are responsible for her death.
Joe Bruno joining me from WSOC TV. Joe, trust me, I don't want to.
That was what's her name? Tamara Mallory. What's her name? Tamika Mallory. She was talking on the case. I don't know if you guys know Tamika Mallory, and I think it's horrible what I do to in my mind. Is it bad, y'all? I be like Tamika Mallory, and I know she cannot. Tamika can only be Tamika, and I should really accept her for Tamika. But every time I hear Tamika, I'm always comparing her to Candace Owens. I'm always saying, damn, why can't you be more like Candace? And another girl, what's her name? Amanda Seales. I be like, why can't y'all be like Candace? You know what I'm saying? She be aggressive. She be going for the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I know that is wrong because Amanda and Tamika, they just being who they are. They can't be Candace Owens, you know? But let's continue. I know that is wrong, isn't it? That is so wrong of me. Please forgive me. Let's go.
The messenger, that would be you. But explain to me why Mrs. Robinson, this is Shanquella's mother, has to have vigils and she has to have activists and protests to put her daughter's killers on trial. I don't understand that. I know you said you had to go looking for them, and you're the investigative reporter. They've deactivated their social media, they've changed their cell phones, and they're hiding out from their apartments. Okay, I have faced that maybe 1,000 times prosecuting a case. Of course they leave because they know they're in trouble. But that should not stop local police from finding them. What are you learning, Joe? Just give me some good news. Give me any news.
One of my door knocks to an address associated with the person believed to have attacked Shanquella in that video. While no one answered the door, I noticed a business card taped to the door for the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office investigator. Forsyth County would be the county that issues a warrant because that's the county that she resides in. But that tells me, at least, that there are local authorities actively attempting to get in contact with the people that were on this trip.
You mean arrest their sorry rear ends? I know you nicely said get in contact. Okay, Joe Bruno, that is giving me a little bit of good news. Quilla Long, did you hear that? This guy, Joe Bruno, WSOC TV, is out trailing, tracking, trying to find the people involved with your sister's homicide. And he could tell that at least in one instance, the cops had already been there. Local cops. That's what we need. Local cops finding them, getting them to court, because there are arrest warrants. We just need them extradited. What about that, Quilla?
That's a start. I mean, because before Joe Bruno information, I really didn't think they was doing anything, looking for anybody. I can't believe that it's taking this long.
And Dr. Bethany Marshall, psychoanalyst to the stars, joining us out of Beverly Hills.
All right. And before we go on, I have to say, now I like how Nancy Grace reports her news. I like what she does. But I do have to admit, she's not talking to her sister in real time. I do not believe that Nancy Grace is talking to Shanquella's sister in real time. I think they do a great job with the edits. I think she does a great job with, acting like she's talking to her and give that illusion. But I can tell. And I just want to let you guys, do you guys know that? Do you guys realize that? What do you guys think? And it doesn't matter because she's getting the job done. Understand? But I just wanted to throw that out there. Press 1 if you feel like Nancy Grace is talking to her sister in real time. Press 4 if you feel like, no, Nancy Grace is doing edits with her sister, with Shanquella, her sister. Right, comment. Let's continue going on.
You can find her at drbethanymarshall.com, unless you want to watch her on Netflix on Bling Empire. Dr. Bethany, that's a sad how do you do that the dead girl's sister and mother have to find out from WSOC, Joe Bruno, no offense to you, Bruno, that the cops are trying to find these women. I mean, and the one guy. Why do they have to hear it here on Crime Stories?
You know, Nancy, obviously I've never worked for the DOJ, but when I heard there is a business card tacked to one of the perp's doors, it seems just so paltry and so small because these perpetrators, just like they videotaped everything, there's a web expanding outwards to their friends, their family, frantic calls, people they're trying to get in touch with to kind of cover up their tracks. So while I've never tracked somebody down, except for my own husband maybe, but I've never tried to look for somebody, it seems like the tracks should be pretty clear. And, when you've been a victim of a crime, the worst thing is ambiguity and the unknown. In the face of the unknown, I've said this so many times, we read our worst possible fears. Give the family something, give them a little drop of hope, a little tidbit, something that they can hold on to.
Well, another thing too, Irv Brandt joining me, Senior Inspector at U.S. Marshal Service International Investigations Branch, was Chief Inspector at DOJ, Department of Justice, International Affairs. It goes on and on. He was also at the U.S. Embassy in Kingston, Jamaica. This happened in Mexico near Cabo. Irv, there is a trail a mile wide. And I'll tell you, number one thing to do, get their credit cards, get their subpoena, easy, show up, don't wait for them to mail them. Find out where they're charging and where those bills are going, where they hang out. I mean, do they charge every single day at the soup shop on the corner? Then go there and sit there and wait and get them. I guarantee you, finding their new cell numbers, finding where they're spending money, what ATM do they go to get their cash? That's how you're going to find them, Irv.
That's correct, Nancy. And I'm sure once the warrants are issued, the federal warrants are issued, the FBI, the U.S. Marshal Service, the local authorities will do exactly what you're talking about.
They're issued, Irv. They're issued.
I'm not talking about the arrest warrant out of Mexico. You can't arrest someone on a foreign arrest warrant. They have to be arrested once the U.S. District Court issues the extradition warrant. And to my knowledge, those haven't been issued yet.
You know, another thing I would do pronto, I would go to mommy and grandma and auntie, and I would put some pressure on them. And let them know there is no mommy-daughter privilege. Oh, no. And if they are hiding these women and this friend, this male friend, if they know where they are, if they are harboring a fugitive, I would put them under the jail right along with the defendants because they are obstructing justice. Quill along. What about this guy, this friend guy? Who is he? Don't y'all know where he lives?
Yes, but he's no longer in that house.
I bet he's not.
They have to be with a relative, staying with a.
All right, so you hear the edits between Shanquella, mom, and her sister. But some people don't realize that they're edits. But anyway, she said something that also struck too. Nancy Grace want the parents to all get arrested, including Elise mom, they're saying that she's a pastor. And I want to know, do you guys feel that Cabo 6 parents, all of them should be arrested as well? Comment, let us know. Press 8 if you feel like all the parents should be arrested as well. Or press 10 if you feel like no, they should not be arrested. They're doing what family does. How do you guys feel about that? Nancy said arrest them all. Arrest all of them right now. How do y'all feel?
Relative. I don't even think his mama is even going to work. Last thing I heard that I don't even believe.
And another thing is these edits has been taken from interviews that I've already heard these women say verbatim. But let's continue on.
She works there any longer.
Really? So is everybody clearing out, Quill? I mean, help me. Tell me what's happening. What do you know? You know these other women went to college with her. And I would say, you know, they have college degrees, so they're not complete idiots. They did video a homicide, so they may be back in the idiot category.
They are.
But you do know, you know who the guy is. Who is the guy? What is his name?
Khalil Cook.
Say what?
Khalil Cook.
That's right, Khalil Cook.
Khalil Cook.
And he is no longer at his house. Is his mother still at his house?
Neither one of them are there. They're both gone.
Oh, so he's snugged up with mommy. Okay, Irv Brandt, what do we do now?
Track them all.
Track them both. Yeah, you're right.
And everyone associated with them, Nancy. They're not going to be able to get away once those U.S. warrants are issued. They're going to be taken into custody fairly quickly. I'm sure they're tracking them now in anticipation of the warrants. And then once they have the warrants, those people, you know, however many warrants are issued, those people will be taken into custody. Then they will be extradited back to Mexico. They don't have a political leg to stand on. We extradite people back and forth between the U.S. and Mexico on a daily basis. It's going to happen.
Dr. Tim Gallagher, a medical examiner for the state of Florida. You can find him at pathcaremed.com. You and I have both reviewed the video that these idiots shot while Shanquella is being killed. I'm just going to go out on a limb because according to the autopsy report, she died within 15 minutes of the blow to the head. What? And I try not to do it, Dr. Gallagher, but I keep putting my little girl, I keep thinking, what if I was having to look at this video and it was my girl or my son? And I can't even imagine what Miss Robinson is going through. Could you detail for people that have not seen the video, and Fox Nation, I hope you're running it, what this girl, Shanquella, went through with her friends?
Certainly the trauma is, it's just, well, number one, it's disgusting. The entire episode, the entire situation is just absolutely disgusting. After she got attacked, she felt every blow to her body. And when she got the fatal blow to the head, you can feel that within your body. You can feel your bones breaking. You can feel.
God dang, you can feel what? Did he say you can feel your bones breaking? That is a horrible way to go out. Shit, even if you're alive, that's horrible. Can y'all stop the violence? Can y'all do that? God damn, y'all can't do it and y'all won't do it. I already know. I'm just speaking to, I may as well speak to the damn wall, telling y'all, can y'all please stop the violence? Y'all not gonna do it. Y'all not gonna do it. And since they not gonna do it, y'all better start getting, Girl, they said Shanquella can felt the bones breaking in her body when Dejanae was doing her blows to her head and her whole body. He said she can feel it. The bone. Can y'all imagine that? Can you imagine your bones breaking in your body? Shit. Oh God. Hell no.
Feel the paralysis come over you. You are unable to defend yourself. You have no connection to your arms and your legs any further. So you cannot move. You cannot walk. You are 100% totally helpless. But still you are conscious. You are still conscious for part of that time.
Hold on, you conscious. DJ, hold on. Aaliyah donated $20, y'all. Aaliyah gonna say, praying for the family, arrest them all. Thank you so much, Aaliyah. Can we give it up for Aaliyah for donating? Oh my God. They said that she's still conscious. What does that mean when they say she's still conscious? Huh? I don't understand that shit. What does it mean? Okay, she can feel the bones breaking in her body. She cannot talk, but she's still conscious. Can she feel it? Well, damn, didn't he say she can feel the bones? Yeah, she can feel it if she feeling bones. But how does feeling bones, how does that feel? I've never broke a bone that I knew of. Shit, I have my skin peeled and that hurts. Like when I get a scratch on my skin, it does hurt. But I know my muscle, when I feel muscle spasms or something, that hurts. But a bone breaking, I don't know how that feel. I don't know. Do y'all know what it feel like to have your bones broke? And okay, they said she's aware. So she's aware her bones is breaking. Damn. Oh my God. Can you imagine? You is in that room with people you trusted to be your effing friend. You didn't pay for the shit. I paid for all you motherfuckers. And they videotaping you. And you don't got no clothes on. and all surrounded around you were people you felt comfortable with to share a roof over. Because I don't know, you guys have to feel very comfortable to sleep with somebody. Amen. Could you share a roof with somebody and sleep sound with somebody you did not feel comfortable with? I know I can't. Shit. I don't care who up in the room. If such and such up in that damn house, I'm not sleeping under the same roof with that motherfucker. Because I don't trust everybody. No. Who knows what that creep gonna do? But she felt comfortable to sleep under the same roof with these people and to see these last people during her last seconds on this earth. She had to see y'all with the video cameras. She's don't got no clothes on, and y'all just looking. And while she's feeling her bones crack, and I'm sure if she's aware, she knows she's about to go. I'm sure she know. Do y'all think them times when she was on that floor, do you think Shanquella thought, okay, I'm about to die? Press 1 if you feel like she probably felt like this is my time, I'm about to die. Press 5 if you felt like, maybe she didn't feel that way. I know shit, if I was there, I was like, God damn. I'd be like, God, please forgive me for everything I did. Lord, help me, Lord. Please forgive me. Please cleanse me, Lord. I'm dirty. I'd be all up in my mind praying for forgiveness. But comment, let us know what y'all think. I'm going to continue on.
And you can still see the people around you. You're still very aware of the violent situation around you. You can still hear the voices of the people, who are attacking you.
But she wouldn't be able to move, right? Because her spine had been severed?
Right. She would be 100% paralyzed, and she would not be able to move her arms, her legs. She would not even be able to speak. But she still would be able to hear, and she still would be able to see. And that's the horror of the entire situation. You'd still be able to understand what you're hearing. You'll still be able to see the.
All right, so she gonna be able. Ooh, girl. Oh my God. If spirits can come back to Earth, I will come back and I will tell my story just like them scary movies I watch. When the spirits come back to Earth because they're not justified or you have not found out, I will come back for that shit. Girl, this is like a damn movie. Comment. Can y'all please? Ain't this like some movie shit? Okay? I see this type of stuff in the movies. 5 friends take out one person and it's given, I know what your ass did last summer. I know what you did in Cabo last summer. Ain't this like a scary movie that we've all watched? Come on now. It's on TV right now on Netflix. A group of friends take out one person and try to get away with the shit.
Violence around you, even though your spinal cord was severed, yes.
A few moments ago, Jackie waved a note at me, which I thought in the heat of that moment was irrelevant. But now I'm rethinking it, and I think it's entirely significant. She held up that Shanquella was not found in the bedroom where we see her getting beaten as her friend guy. Is that who's videoing it, Quilla? It's the guy videoing it?
That's one of them.
Oh.
That's not the actual friend that we know. He's in the room, though, because once the dude that is videoing it, when he panned the phone a little, you can see him on the left. Khalil is standing on the left.
Again, they're on video. Hello, local police. So the fact that Jackie pointed out to me, her body is found in the living room, which Joe Bruno, WSOC TV, that leads me to think that, once she hit the floor, she couldn't move anymore. They severed her spine, it looks like in the video. Did they drag her into the living room to make it appear as if she had been in there? Not that they woke her up and then started attacking her, Joe, because Jackie's telling me that she's found on the living room floor. And that's from the autopsy report, right?
It's in the, yes, it's listed there.
Yeah, it is. She's right. What does that say to you, Joe Bruno?
Oh, and is she found with her clothes on or off?
Off, still off, Joe Bruno.
Okay, people keep. I see you. No, she's not talking to her live. I can bet you money. You don't know nothing about Hollywood, huh? You don't know about Hollywood, the edits. So you think the movies you watch, they're all in real time too? It's edits. It's just how they do it. It's Hollywood. But let's continue on. That's besides the point, sweetheart.
Yeah, the medical examiner's report is clear as day. Found in her living room, died within 15 minutes of her injuries. I don't have any information on whether she was clothed or whether her body was moved. I do know that, and Quilla can also talk about this, that she had bumps on her face, her lips were cut, she clearly was showing signs of severe injury when she died.
Severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. That's what it says on the autopsy report. And that's what Dr. Gallagher is describing. It also says person found unconscious on her living room floor. And we know her to be naked at the time of the attack. Her mom told me that Shanquella sleeps without her clothes on, as many people do. And it looked like it was by the bed and the covers were thrown back. Remember the video, Jackie? And it looked like she had just gotten up and they immediately started beating her. So how does she get in the living room? Dr. Bethany, I don't know if she was clothed or not at the time the doctors got there, but since she died pretty quickly, I doubt it. Okay, Joe Bruno, I'm just stymied because I'm not sure what, if anything, is happening to bring this mother justice for her daughter. I mean, I don't know if you have children, but all I can think about is my children, one of them going away on a girl's getaway, and then suddenly I get a call, she's dead.
It's incredibly frustrating to not be able to provide a lot of information or even have an inkling of what's going on. I hold on to the fact that I did find that business card taped to the door associated with one.
Man, please, listen. I know this, y'all, what I'm about to say is off the record. It's off the record. And I promise you this, and I don't want it to come to this, but if America continue to be soft on crime, the people will take it in their own hands. Do you understand? If America continue to be soft on crime, they would no longer go to the cops or the government or the FBI for safety. They will go to the dark side and find justice on their own hands, even if it has to be with paying the mob to get justice. You understand? Girl, please. If it was the dark side, they would have had at least, they would have took her from her damn job, okay? Had her in a damn warehouse upside down, would have had the family come, okay? And question her ass to the nitty gritty, okay? Until she was at the threshold of life and death to get all the motherfucking answers and make the shit make sense. But you know, we have to do things according to the law of this land. Okay, whatever I just said, just scratch it. That was off the record. Do not hold me to that. I don't think like that. Let's go. Please like the video. I'm begging for likes now. Like this video.
Of the people that went on this trip. And also just this case has captivated Charlotte and really the world. Millions of people are watching this. Hundreds of people showed up to a vigil for Shanquella over the weekend. Black social media users in particular are demanding justice and keeping this story alive.
And we are trying to do just that. Another vigil over the weekend where Shanquella's mother is just twisted in half with pain. Joe Bruno, who is responsible for the arrest? Charlotte PD? Irv Brandt, jump in. The FBI? Who should be arresting these people that were involved in her death?
Oh, Nancy, any law enforcement, once the extradition warrant is issued, any law enforcement agency can execute the warrant. It could be the local PD, it could be the FBI, it could be the U.S. Marshal Service, and it more than likely will go to a task force made up of everyone that I just said to, locate the fugitive and take him into custody.
If you have information about these so-called friends that stood by and watched, or the one that beat her till she's dead, 888-407-47.
All right, so that was the end of her show. Can we please give up some likes and let us know, did you guys enjoy us interviewing Nancy or listen to her interview? Please comment, let us know if you enjoyed that. And we definitely, listen, you are the direction of this channel. Just email me whoever you want me to cover, talk about, and we'll get the job done. Now we are at a place where we're going to take phone calls. So if you guys want to stay with us to hear the phone calls, feel free to. Please like this video. We are begging for likes. All right, you guys, let's take some phone calls. Please like this video. I'm calling from 314. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. I talked to you, I guess it was about a week ago, and we did the role play about Nasir. Okay? And I think we got some people to look at some things, but there's a few other things that I want to point out, and I have some questions. Maybe you can help me, and maybe we can help the other party crashers. Now, they keep talking about Gigi and autopsy report. Was it an autopsy report or was it a death certificate? Do you know?
I have no idea what you're referring to. We just got off the phone listening to Nancy Grace's interview, so that's where my mind is at.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what we talked about last week or autopsy and stuff. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
well, let's
go
we
ahead.
can go to Nancy Grace. Let's do that. Let's go to Nancy Grace. And I do feel like, I don't know why. Okay, they keep talking about they can arrest them and what they can do. But what I keep wondering is, when is it going to be done? I keep trying to figure that out, because how hard is it to issue the arrest warrant? And I do understand, and I think a lot of people will understand this, when you call the police and somebody's ran off and they say, well, that's out of our jurisdiction. We can't go over there and do anything. I think some of that is going on. Whose problem is it? Who can really execute it? Okay? It's supposed to be the FBI, but nothing's being done. Nothing's being done. And I listened to Nancy Grace. I did, and I do feel like you said, that it was edited. I felt like when she did the other interview with the mother, I kept hearing, phrases and stuff that I had heard definitely on other interviews, and I'm so glad you picked up on that, because I did, but
yeah, she does it. That's just how she does her show. I don't have a problem with it. It still have a great intention out of it. It's just people are making stories and saying that she was actually talking to her in real time. And if you know Hollywood, you know how they do their edits. Just like when I'm watching a movie, it's supposed to feel like it's in real time, and they do an amazing job, because that's the feeling you should get. But I thank you so much for calling. We're going to let you go at this time. Calling from 504. You're live on the air.
Yes, hi. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I remember you called earlier. I remember.
My phone is all messed up. My son be playing with it. But I just wanted to point out what Nancy Grace was saying. I respect her, because for us, the public that really don't know what's going on, like she said, what is taking so long? The guy answered a question. Anybody could arrest them. You can't get mad at Mexico, because they did their part. They put a warrant out. They put the first feet up, the first step. Now we just waiting on the U.S. We all know the U.S. like to wait and all of that, but it ain't about the U.S. It's about where that girl actually originally from. That the police department is sitting on the ASS, and they waiting. Why they waiting? Nobody knows. But they are waiting. Like everything that Nancy Grace just said, I listened to the whole thing. I mean, she was right on the money. And I mean, I can't dispute anything she said because, like she said, what is the holdup? Go get out her house. What are you? We saw the murder because that girl toes crawled up on that floor. You saw when her moment came. And I feel like Winter came, because Dejanay was showing off, talk that shit now. You know, excuse my language, Winter come out, yeah, because I got a problem with you too. And Winter went to swinging, showing off. You feel what I'm saying with that heat of the moment. But Dejanay set the float. And when that girl looked back for her best friend because she couldn't do nothing else but to look back. And he stood right there. He probably just looked at her with that look that the way he looking at his mother. You know what I'm saying? So it was a setup for it's premeditated because the hatred was already there. So that's all I'm saying. You know, the hatred was already there. But, you know, Dejanay, we could clearly see you the one who actually gave her faith. Because when that girl fell, her toes crawled up, that was a wrap. She was stuck. And what they did was they dressed that girl. After Winter rained on her, cause see Dejanay still hype, talk that shit now, you know. And Winter come, some people easily to get bucked up in a situation, and Winter come cause she weak. She come swinging like, yeah, cause I got a problem with you too, thinking that the girl gonna get up, but the girl never got up because she was stuck from the first fall. Or they all panic, and what they do? Bring her to the bathroom. She ain't walk. They carried her to the bathroom and carried her back and dressed that girl and propped that girl up and left. So they all need to go to jail, but we gonna keep talking, but it's not Mexico right now. We gotta give them their props because they did set the first scene. But it's the U.S., it's that department, it's that man that's sitting in that office, that's listening to your broadcast, that's knowing he can go arrest them people at any given time. And he just sitting there. That's who it is. It's him. And we all see you, and we're going to keep the pressure on you until you get off I don't know what kind of ass you got, but you need to get off it and do what you got to do so people can go on with their lives and feel comfortable about, you know, just being able to believe into the justice system. But like I said, I give Mexico a handshake. Y'all, we thought y'all was going to be the last one, but y'all showed us y'all was the first one. It's the U.S. It's the police department that's right up the street from the girl house. That's the one who is taking too long to arrest them people. So that's all I got to say. Hey, GG. That's it.
Hey, all right. Thank you so much for breaking that down. So before we continue on, we have to give thanks to Ella B, donating $10 to the Party Crashers through Cash App. Pink Lips 500. If you like what I do, feel free to donate to the channel. Keep the lights on. She says for continuing to fight justice for Shanquella. Thank you, Ella B. Let's give a big old thank you to Shanita Allen. Donating $5 for all for me and my husband. We watch. Thank you so much for you and your lovely family. Let's give a big old thank you to Trenton, donating $5. He says, I love your channel. I thank you so much. And Alan came back again, donating $2. We appreciate that, Alan. And also Cynthia donated $5. We appreciate every donation. We thank you for helping and supporting this channel. Okay, well, let's continue on. And just to recap what she said, the last caller, she's pretty much saying that Mexico have done their part with asking for an arrest warrant. Now it's up to America. And it's just not America, but actually North Carolina. The police department in North Carolina, down the street where she lived, they are saying they are lacking their feet. So if they're lacking their feet, why aren't people outside the police station with signs and saying, hey, we want justice. What are you guys doing? Why haven't you arrested it? Why haven't you guys moved to the next stuff? You know, being in a church is nice, but we need to be outside the church, okay? But let's continue on. We got more callers. Please like this video. We begging for likes. calling from 216. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm okay. I just wanted to make a couple comments on what I heard. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio. And there was something that you had said about not knowing what being conscious meant.
Yeah, I didn't
And
understand necessarily because
yeah,
they said, let's go back to that moment. They said that her bones broke. And this is the time when Dejanay was in the master bedroom putting paws on Shanquella. Shanquella was down on the ground. And they said that her bones broke. And Shanquella can feel her bones breaking. And she was conscious. They said that she cannot talk. She cannot move her feet. She can't move, but she was conscious. And I was kind of bombarded. So if you can break that down more, feel free. Go ahead.
I could. Yeah, because from experience, nothing like that. But I've had a bone broken, and I've had 2 children. So, giving birth, bones break in that area. Anyway, so that is an excruciating pain. I don't want to say that me giving birth to 2 children, those bones that break in that area was as excruciating as the bone that I broke in my ankle, but it's excruciating. I don't know how other words to describe it. And the fact that she said, or that they said that she was conscious and she felt them, that means that she hadn't passed out yet. So being conscious means that you're still aware. Being conscious or being unconscious means that you've passed out. So you're not aware. So I believe that I wanted to just throw that out there so that you can know as far as what being conscious means. It means she hadn't passed out yet. So that's why she was able to feel everything. And then as far as after the last blow, when her neck was broken and her spine, and that's when she became paralyzed. So no pain was felt, obviously, from that moment on, because at that point she was now probably, I'm sure, unconscious as she, she became paralyzed with the neck breaking. So she no longer felt those bones. I can't imagine having to feel bones breaking all over because all the blows were through all that, the head, the body. That had to have been very painful. But after the last blow and her spine being broken, which paralyzed her immediately, she no longer felt that. And then also I wanted to say that, I don't want to get spiritual or anything like that. I am spiritual. I believe in a higher power. I did hear you say something, stop the violence. The violence is not going to stop. And just as much as God and I believe in a higher power is alive and the devil is too. So he's working out here. The problem is that we have to be believers in whatever we believe in a higher power, whichever that is, and have faith that justice is going to be served. And then one more thing I wanted to say is that think about what happened with the little boy in Florida that was shot by the white man for no reason. That was no justice. The government in America, justice is corrupted, my opinion, but there's been a lot of factual cases that the world knows about that can, that is known that the justice system in America is corrupted. So that's really all I had to say. I mean, I believe also one more thing that you had mentioned. One more thing. You said something about, I hope that her spirit comes down here. Da, da, da. Again, my belief is from experience. I don't speak about nothing else but experience. My belief, I do have PTSD, and I've had some situations where I became more of a believer of a higher power with the situation. I'm not going to go into detail about it because and then also my 5-year-old daughter's father last year was brutally murdered. And so with that being said, I know in my brain, in my opinion, in my life, from my experiences, that spirits remain alive. We are energy. Energy never dies. It transforms. And because Shanquella was a good person, I'm pretty sure that she's not in hell. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that her spirit is still very much alive with her family, most importantly. And that's what I have to say about that, because I don't want to get too much into the spiritual aspect, but that's the things that I heard you say, and I wanted to speak on them.
Well, I thank you so much for stating that and speaking it, giving us your perspective. We appreciate it. Thank you for sharing, and so we can see from your point of view. All right, we're going to let you go. Let's go on to the next caller. Like I said, the phone lines are open, so if you guys want to call in, tap in this conversation, feel free to. Calling from 862, you are live on the air.
Hi, Gigi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. I spoke to you before. Being that I'm in the medical field, when they had tossed her, I just want to say a couple of things. When they had tossed her, made her fall, she felt those bones being breaking. They plotted this. That's how, they knew that something was wrong with her because she felt this. Shanquella had felt those bones being broken, even when she was not alive, and when she was like passing out, to where her feet curled up. Yes, she could feel the bones being broken on how when they had flipped her up, tossed her, threw on the floor, and then when they went through the body hit on her face and head, yes, she can feel like her bones being broken. And that was a shame. And then she defecated all over herself. They picked her up, took her to the shower, got her dressed. They knew what they had did. They was like, oh, junk. I done actually hurt this girl and killed her. Yes, Gigi. They knew that they had messed up. That's why they tried to do everything in their power to try to clean it up. So, yes, being that I work in the medical field, then Shanquella knew that her bones was being broken. Because she felt them when she was dying out of her body. Yeah. Yeah. That's what that means.
Well, I thank you so much for breaking that down. I really do. So we're going to let you go now. And just to piggyback on that caller, you know what? All this rational Al that people do and I do, and my upbringing, have always taught me, people have a conscience. And when you do wrong, that conscience will eat you up so good that you're going to tell the truth one day or another. You're not going to be able to live with yourself knowing what you did. That's how I was taught. That's what I brought up. You understand? I'm sorry. I really feel like we live in a different world. Those rules don't apply to so many in this world, so you can't have the idea, well, the conscience going to eat them up and they're going to come clean, they're going to be honest. No. They're eating good at night. They fine. They haven't broke yet. They haven't said anything yet. No. All right, so let's continue on. Calling from 510, you're live from the air.
Yes, hi, good evening, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. I just wanted to throw in a couple of comments. When you were talking about, first of all, Nancy Grace, how she was saying arrest the parents, and the reason why Nancy Grace is throwing these things out there, she's throwing out subliminal messages. She's like former prosecutor, so she's letting them know, go put pressure on the parents. So if you bring the parents in, you put pressure on them because they know something, they was told something, and then that's going to make them, once they get them in there, they going to turn on each other because they know their asses is lying. That's number one. Number two, you could tell when they posted the video almost in real time. I don't know if they was posting it as it was happening or they posted it right after they beat her up. Them is the dumbest criminals in the world. They wasn't intended on killing her. They was intended on humiliating her, beating her up, and letting they friend circle see
what they had been already saying they was going to do when they get down there. Because they already, you know, these dummies, they couldn't hold water. So they had told people, oh, we're going to get down there. We're going to check her ass when we get down there. And this lets you know when Dejanay was fighting her, now I'm just telling you from a psychological standpoint, being a psychology major and a black woman, knowing how it is out here in these streets, the level of passion that she was hitting her with lets you know it was already a problem. And nobody in the room, if I'm in the room with 6 or 7 people and something goes to the left, I'm going to be like, hold up. Let her get her clothes on. You know, somebody would have been saying something. Being that nobody said anything, you know, they was already all plotting. They already all knew. They knew she couldn't beat this girl. This girl was, her father said she was what, 110 pounds? Dejanay, big Sasquatch behind. So she's the bully out the group. So she got in there and started fighting her. She already knew she could beat her. And even when she's seen she's not fighting back, you will fall back at that point. But she been wanting to get at Shanquella. They've been mad at Shanquella, and they decided, oh, we're going to do it here. Because if it's your birthday, who wants to fight on their birthday? I'm turning up on my birthday. I'm not trying to fight you on my birthday. I'm not going this far. Then she paid for it. Who attacked the hoe?
Can I interrupt you? And I know we don't have a lot of believers, and I'm not trying to force nothing on you guys.
Okay.
But some people are saying sacrifice. I cannot confirm or deny that, but I can think. This is a thought, and it ain't. I don't hold me to my damn thoughts. They're just thoughts.
Right.
Now you say it. Hold on. Wait. It was her birthday. Could it be possibly her birthday wish was to take her out? Could it be possibly her birthday surprise was to get at Shanquella? When you're dark and you're evil, you want to do evil things to celebrate. Evilness brings the demons joy. They get joy when they take a motherfucker out. They get joy when they go on a rob and get a lick and get money and get glory from that. But go ahead. I just wanted to talk without being interrupted. Go ahead.
Okay. I hear what you're saying, and I agree partly. Because the thing about when you get to that evil point, evil never knows when to quit. I feel like if she went there to take her out and she was planning on killing her, they wouldn't have put the video out there, because before they even get back home, the people home already know about the video and know what you did. So if you was going to do that.
Well, I didn't go that far. I don't know. Like I said, it's a thought. So don't drive the thought somewhere, because I don't know if she really wanted to take her out. Maybe her birthday wish was just to do so much damage. I'm not saying that's what you think. I was just putting out my thought.
Right. And I considered that, and that is possible, but I don't think so. I think, like the other caller said, they said, oh, we done messed up. She was going to beat her up bad. So that was on off top. She was going to beat her up bad, but I don't feel like she was going to kill her. But she's so dumb. And with this girl's weight and her being as small as she was and as fragile as she was, she really couldn't take the beating. So that's what happened. And that's why when they got back, the video's already out, and they know they asses in hot water now. And if you notice, when Nazir gave his live or whatever, nobody seems to have any compassion for Shanquella. Oh, that was my friend. I feel really bad that she's dead. And even when Winter made her little statement, oh, yeah, there was a fight, she had too much funk in her voice for something that, you know, she didn't know was going to happen. So, but, you know, God is not mocked. Whatever we do comes back to you. And that's the Bible. Whatever you do, so it's going to come back on them, and they're going to get arrested. The FBI is piling up all the information. I know everybody feel like, oh, they got enough information. They got the video. They got to connect all the dots. They got to figure out the plot. They got to find out what was going on. Because when they do pull them in, it ain't going to be no line. They're going to already know. We got the cell phone records. We got the text messages. We got everything you said before this happened. We got your plan right here. And that's when they're going to turn on each other. Because, see, the Cabo Six still don't know how much information do these authorities actually have? They don't know if they have the real story or not. Soon as they let them know, oh, we got the story, because you deleted messages, deleted videos, everything's in the cloud. They can have the information if they want to. Unfortunately, being that this is an African-American young lady, they may not have it on a priority to really figure out what's going on here. So that's why the other caller was saying, oh, we need to protest and everything, because that's the thing that ignites them moving. They did the same thing with Ahmaud. They didn't arrest anybody. They were going to get away with it until that video came out. And remember, the one that was taking that video, oh, he got life too. So they going to get it. They going to get it because they're not smart. And then when they came to Shanquella's mom and having all these conversations with her, a lot of people say, oh, well, I would have said this and I would have said that. You got to remember, she's in a point of grief. So she's in a point of disbelief. She's in a point of trying to figure out everything what's going on. But it's good that they spoke to her, because all the information that they're putting out there is going to incriminate them. It's going to, so that was a dumb move too. But it's going to incriminate them. It's going to come back on them, everything they said to her. So that's all I wanted to say, that, it's going to come back around. It's going to come back around.
All right.
Trust me. And what puzzles me the most is these guys. Why was they mad? Why is they mad at her too? Why is everybody mad at her? I would really like to know that, because normally when a woman want to fight you that bad and they want to catch you up, it's either over two things. It's over money or a man. You either money or a man. So we gonna see when it all said and done, and when it all comes out, and when they get all these text messages, because everything we do now, we do on the phone. It'll be interesting to see what the heck really went on here. And that's all I got to say.
All right, we're going to let you go. Appreciate it. All right, please like this video. We are begging for likes. Now, I'm going to start taking notes while people are talking. And I was reading the comment section while we had the caller, and I didn't want to interrupt her talk, so I'm going to say it now. Somebody said, well, I don't understand. Why were they nice to her then? You don't we live in a world where a lot of snakes may come off as friendly. Shit, just demons gonna come off as friendlies. Do you think a demon gonna show you their true face when they trying to take you out of here? No. They're gonna be nice and kind and friendly and fake. That's just how people do. When people trying to rob you and they trying to sneak up on you, sometimes they may be aggressive, but a lot of times they come off real nice and sweet in the beginning. So it's just real life snakes out here. And I guess people don't realize that. But yeah, they are very snakes. They'll come off at you really nice, or they'll slither up and you don't even realize they're there. And they act like, until they damn strike. And people tape. Oh, okay. So the caller had also mentioned, she said, well, they wouldn't, if they wanted to take her out, they would not videotape it. I disagree with that. How many of you all have heard or seen people that videotape their kills and that take pictures of their kills? Have you heard of it? Have you seen it? Press 5 if you have heard of this or you have seen it, where people videotape and take pictures of their kills. Press 10 if you have not heard no such a thing. People do it. We just talked about the case on Facebook. A person was on Facebook and it was all over the news, and they recorded the person while taking them out, So, hell, and then people say, well, they're smarter than that. Well, if they so damn smart, why would they just blame it on alcohol poisoning? I'm not sure. But let's continue on. Calling from 843. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi. How are you?
I'm okay. Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Great. I would like to say that I have been enjoying your channel and all the dialogue and everyone's thoughts and things. Last night, my mom and I was watching your show, and I pointed out to her, I said, if Shanquella really got it, if they wanted to use that false narrative of her getting alcohol poisoning, what did the chef have that she would have gotten alcohol poisoning from? From my understanding, the chef prepared all the meals, all the drinks. And so what did she have that they did not? How much why would she be that one that would suffer because of this food alcohol poisoning, if that was the case? I was watching it, and I was seeing the chef prepare the meals in the clip, and I counted the drinks, and they were all the same. So I wanted to ask tonight, you and everyone else, if that is true, what did she have that they did not?
Well, it wasn't true, so we can discount that. She didn't have alcohol in her system, so it wasn't true. All right, well, we're going to let you go. Okay, no, it don't make no sense for us to speculate on something that's not true. It just confuses people even more. Now, somebody or people are saying Jeffrey. Do you guys know who Jeffrey? And I dare not say his last name. Okay, he was a person that took pictures of his kills. And he got away with it for how many years? And the FBI, what did they do? Right. Okay, let's continue on. But it's so many more Jeffreys out here. People work in groups out here. It's so much. It really is. Calling from 870. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Gigi. Hello, Gigi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are you? Oh my God, how are you? I have been trying to call for the longest.
I'm good. Talk to me, love. Talk to me.
This case has gotten me so distraught because I have a 25-year-old, soon to be 26-year-old in January, as of next month, and this case has really gotten to me. And I'm like, why is it taking them so long to do something about this child? Because this is crazy. You have seen it live in front of you. I don't care about Mexican, Los Angeles, whoever has to do something. Because I don't even want to imagine what this family is going through. This is crazy. MissGiGi, Lord Jesus, I sit and I go every day watching you, every day, seriously. And I tried to get you to see the, what's her name, Hollywood Next. She found the whole family. I'm like, oh my God. Why is Elise Hyatt still working? Every day. Still working, punching the clock. Nazir still out here holding the pistol up and doing his thing. I'm like, really? This girl's family cannot really celebrate nothing because she's no longer here. But y'all out here like it's nothing? Like y'all have never done nothing? I'm not going to say I'm going to blame the parents, but hey, if you are a parent, sit down and talk to these children. Say, hey, look, y'all. Well, I'm not going to say children because they're grown. Say, look, y'all know y'all was there. Hey, we got to do something. Y'all got to talk to me and let me know what happened right now. Because I'm going to let you know, MissGiGi, if it was me, it could
90
be no
seconds.
hell or high water that was going to stop me from getting to Mexico. When they called me and say my child was dead, oh, no, ma'am. I would have been out there bed borrowing, stealing, and selling pop to get there. Y'all not going to leave without y'all telling me what happened to my child today. I'm talking about today. And Khalil, I bet you're not going to move. You supposed to have been her best friend for years. 60 seconds. Y'all not finna leave here without telling me what happened to my child. There's no way she went there with y'all one day and the next day she dead. And then I seen this video of her getting beaten by what's her name, Dejanay? Girl, you need to go sign up for boxing or something, but not beating on my child. And she paid for all of y'all to get there. Come on now. Somebody got to say something to me. Not tomorrow, not the next day or the next day, baby. There wouldn't have been no day in hell that I wouldn't have been in Mexico trying to find out what happened to my baby. Because this is not right. And God gonna get all of them. And that's all I got to say, Miss Gigi. I love your channel. Girl, you do what you do.
I thank you, and I appreciate you for that word. I really do. All right, we're going to let her go. Calling from 586. You're live on the air.
Hey, Miss Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
I'm in the Michigan area, but this is what I want to say. I've been in the medical field ever since I was 18. Dejanay, through the first blow when she flipped her by her neck, she broke her neck. She broke her spine. The second blow was when I was watching her and she was punching her in the back of the neck. She broke her neck then. She looked that stuff up. That's the only way she knew how to do that. And my thing is this: forget the police department, forget FBI. Start putting pressure on the Attorney General. Keep calling him. Fill up his voicemail. I bet you he'll get something done, because that's how we did for George Floyd. We filled up the Attorney General's voicemail. Then he wanted to do his job because that's how he got paid. Y'all putting pressure on the wrong people. They're not going to do nothing. Dejanay did all that. I need to see a video of when Winter did something. I haven't seen a video yet of Winter did nothing, but I seen what Dejanay did, and she did it all. And I'm done.
That's all you have to say? All right. Well,
yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, you said a mouthful. We're going to let you go. Calling from 706. You're live on the air. 706. All right. Can we please get the likes up for the algorithm? Please like it for the algorithm. Calling from 919. You're live on the air.
Hi, Miss TV.
Hey.
This is Grandma.
Hey, Grandma.
Listen. All right. Listen. The medical people that I heard speak when they were talking with off of Nancy Grace, I agree with them wholeheartedly. Once Shanquella started around that bed backing up and she was grabbed around the neck, once she hit that floor, she never moved on her own again. And I've had a whole bunch of years of medical experience. She never moved on her own again. So if she was in the bathroom found by the maid, they moved her there. If she was cleaned up, they cleaned her up. If she was dressed, they dressed her. If she was propped up on the bed, they did it. If she was moved into the living room, they moved her there. She moved no more on her own once she hit that floor at the foot of that bed. Now, no more movement came out of her. I don't care where they found her, the medical people, or whatever. But what we're looking at is an international issue. First of all, we know that the medical people lied, okay, when they came out. We know that the cause of death was wrong and a lot of things like that. So this investigation is going to where Mexico got to spin it because they got to try to figure out how they're going to get out of all this big liability, okay? Then you got the United States involved with it, and they don't know whether they're going to put sanctions on them. We're dealing with an international case right now. So the only thing that we can do as lovers and wanting justice for Shanquella is to make sure that her story doesn't just get swept under the rug or die. We have to keep it alive. But as far as this investigation, It has just started. It's not something that's gonna end in a month or two. This just got started because it's too much cover up involved with it. And that's all I needed to say. And I love you, and I love your show.
I love you too. All right. And I just wanted to mention, I think they would have loved to recorded her if she was alive to prove, hey, we did not take her out of here. I think if it after that video that we seen of Dejanay putting pause on her, if it was that she was alive and she was moving on her own, I think they would have hurried up and recorded that to say, hey, look, Shanquella alive. You know what I'm saying? Just so them to have proof of their own. What are your thoughts?
I'm with you. I'm with you on that because she never moved anymore after that. That's when they stopped recording. Oh, and one other thing. When they say that she defecated on herself and urinated on herself or whatever, that's the point that she left us, okay? Because at that point, at anyone's point, when death comes upon us, the body functions stop. So everything that's in our body comes out, okay? So all of these people that are investigating and all of this, they know how to put it together, and they're going to find out exactly what time this child expired and what was going on. Because I've never known a body that didn't expire, that everything wasn't secreted out.
All right. Well, I thank you so much, Grandma, for your output. We really appreciate it. Please call us back again. All right. We're going to let you go. Please, let's get these likes up, you guys. Let's do it for the algorithm. Let's do it for the tube. All right. So we got some more phone calls that we're going to take. Caller from 773. You are live on the air.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Gigi? This Shanquella case, it's just so disheartening, but I'm just going to be real with you. I really feel like they plotted on her. And I just feel like Shanquella, like, some women are very, very intuitive. Like, we pick up on vibes. Like, you know how we'll walk in the room, we'll be like, man, you know, like, I feel like she was the type of person who was very maybe intuitive, because when I seen that video, when she walked in that room, I would have automatically kind of assumed, man, it's some weird stuff going on. You know, people think people like that are, oh, girl, you just paranoid, but we be right every time. And I just feel like also, I want to touch base on what you said about, okay, so it's cool to go to the church. Like, no, we need to, you know what I'm saying? If I was in North Carolina, because I'm all the way in Chicago, I would be protesting about that, because why are y'all sitting around, okay, we're going to pray about it, we're going to just wait. No, sometimes you have to raise hell to get results. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like you sleeping on the case, then they going to sleep on it. Because soon as, you know, to me, it seems like when everybody start getting on to Mexico, you see how Mexico wants to dish out these warrants and stuff. It's like, okay, now it's time to put pressure on, you know, their city and what's going on, so they can be trying to see what, you know, arrest these people, because you got these, you know, dude out here making videos, playing with other women. You got women on that live trying to, or whatever that time, she was trying to clear things up. You know what I'm saying? To me, I seen, you know, she kind of chuckled. You know, you got Dejanay talking about, she, you know, at first when she wanted to tell her side of the story, it's like, baby, all y'all need to be in jail. Y'all shouldn't even have this type of leeway. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like, it's sad. It just seems, you know, it's just so disheartening. It's just sad because me and Shanquella around the same age. You know what I'm saying? So I already know how our generation is. It's just like, I agree with you. They don't have no remote. People saying, oh, they're going to wake up feeling bad. They're not feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody will be spoken of somebody. Because for one, I think it's more footage than that. I don't care what nobody say. It's more footage than that. I feel like whoever that Alicia girl, I feel like I seen her sister, the police, I feel like she told her to release that so it won't, you know, it won't look like you fought her, you know, or whatever. But to be honest, I think it's more footage. I think everybody, you know, I even think the dudes, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like Shanquella didn't have nobody to protect her. She didn't weigh a lot. She wasn't no big person, and she was just getting bullied. And they've been planned that, they've been plotted that. I seen her cousin say something about, because they got Shanquella had got the PPP, and she looking and and she came up and they did it. People hate on you for the smallest stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just say they all did get the PPP, but Shanquella came up. They looked at it like, damn, she thinks she better than us. So, no, you know what I'm saying? That was just her time. Sometimes, people don't know when it's their time. I just feel like they was hating on her. I feel like they plied on her. It took her out of Mexico to do that. It wasn't just no wake up all week into it there and something happened. No, y'all plotted on her. And, I just feel bad for her just calling somebody her best friend and sitting there allowing it to happen. That kind of make you want to reevaluate your friends in your circle. Because I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? Is you really my friend? You got to take a step back. This is a big thing to wake everybody else. So we taking steps back and looking at our friends and like, damn, are you my real friend? Because I just feel so bad for her. She didn't have nobody there to protect her. You know what I'm saying? Not even the men. Y'all are men. Y'all, I know this name. I know she thinks she a wrestler, whatever she thinks she is, but it's men there. Y'all couldn't restrain her. No, y'all, it was a show. You know what I'm saying? It was a show, and that girl was so little. And when she didn't want to fight, that should have been that. But, they did that out of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the other girls, I feel like they got their licks in. I feel like people talk about everybody but the Elise girl. It seems like, everybody talk about Dejanay, Winner, but at least it's like, girl, I don't care if they said she allegedly leaked the video. I don't care if you leaked it. You just as guilty. You was there. You didn't stop it. Even if Dejanay would have beat you up, that girl probably would have been alive. It wouldn't have went that far. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all plotted on her. Y'all was hating on her. She was a boss. You know what I'm saying? And it just shook, I think, just the black community.
Okay, I have to interrupt
you.
I have to interrupt you. Now, this what I don't understand, and maybe I should have talked once you got offline. So just if you can be quiet for 1 second. This what I don't understand, y'all. Y'all keep on saying Elise leaked the video. If Elise leaked the damn video, why aren't we seeing it from Elise's point of view? That video footage that everybody see is not of Elise's point of view. It's not her recording. So how do you get this is Elise's video when it's not even her recordings? The recordings that everybody see is Malik's. The guy that speaks, that is his recording. That's his point of view. But carry on.
Okay, you're right. You know what? I didn't even think of it like that. So I'm glad that you said that, because now I'm gonna go back and watch the video. And it just, to me, it's just disheartening. I just, I feel for her family, and the father especially. Oh my God, it's just so disheartening. I just
hold on. I gotta address something. Let me interrupt you again. Somebody gonna say Malik sent it to her. Stop making up shit. Why would I need to send you a damn video of a video you already recorded? That shit don't make sense. If we're recording the same shit, why do I need to send you a video? Why do you need to send me a video? We recording the same shit, bitch. But go home. Go carry on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, that don't make sense. But it's just, I just think it's, for one, I do think it's a lot more footage. I just feel like that at first I was like, man, when I seen Mexico did the arrest warrant, I'm just like, man, okay, they finna get just, they're not finna play. But it's like they're prolonging, it's like, what is the weight on? And I do feel, one thing I do agree with you is, if we feel like we can't get justice, we definitely going to take it into our own hands, So, when the crime rate start going up and people feel like, man, y'all ain't gonna do nothing, I'm just gonna, it is what it is, because America, I do agree, they be soft on a lot of stuff. I just feel like that, I don't want to say she's not going to get justice because we don't know, but I just feel like it's so prolonged. You know, like what's taking so long? You know what I'm saying? For them to pick these people up, they just, you know, running around the streets, you know, at least going to work. The other dude, he out here playing, you know, Dejanay, I don't know, you know, she put up somewhere, you know. I think somebody said, I seen where they said she went to Connecticut, but you know, the internet, you don't never know what all is true or not, you know, but whatever it is, she hiding her and Winter definitely are hiding. So I just feel like I do think it's more footage. Will we ever see it? Probably not. But I just think all they sitting around praying and hoping that, you know, I mean, what it's gonna do? I feel like that sometimes you have to take it into your own hands because they playing. Like what, you know what I'm saying? What? I'm just trying to get it. I'm sorry, I'm so frustrated. It's like, what else? What's next? You know, okay, they got, you know, first they, we waiting on Mexico. Now Mexico did whatever they gonna do. What are y'all doing? They need to be shipped back over there, and they need to be, you know, getting prosecuted. All of them need to get time. I don't care if one snitch on the other or not. We don't care. They all at the same time, because for you to go into that girl mother's house with her suitcase, you got to be a cold-hearted. Oh, baby, I just say it's a 90s baby. They are so, baby. This is, I say all the time, I'm like, baby, they are treacherous. Like, you got to be cold-hearted. You know what I'm saying? To really sit in this woman's face, because I couldn't have did that. You're right, everybody don't have a conscience. Some of them don't feel bad. They're making excuses for it. Oh, it's just a fight. You know, it happened. It was an incident. No, bro, that was hate. When you hit that girl like that, that was hate. You know what I'm saying? She didn't defend herself, and you saw that she wasn't fighting back. That should have been it. And I do agree with the woman. I was thinking to myself, what is this about? Because, you know me, like I said, we've been around the same age. Females don't really beef with you like that unless it's about a nigga or some money, or you just hating because, you know, she on her shit. It's got to be something like that. But then I seen, you know, when they showed the girl boyfriend, so I'm like, okay, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, Gigi, that's all I got to say, Gigi. It's just disheartening. And I just pray that when people, you know, we're taking a step back and analyzing our friends. You know, we're not looking over things no more, you know, slick shade, people who make sly comments, vibes and energy. We have to go out there. You have to go out your intuition, because sometimes our intuition be telling us, man, if something ain't right, and we go, okay, anyway. And that be the universe trying to warn us that something ain't right. I be around people like, man, something ain't right with this. And I always be right. When people think, oh, you just paranoid, they be like, damn, you be right at the end. You was right about that girl. Yeah, because I have to go with my intuition, because sometimes your intuition be trying to save you from you losing your life. And I know sometimes people don't think they're deep, but it just seems like, man, we just in a generation, people not giving a fuck, and we just surviving for real. You know, we have to just, you know, we get that feeling like Gigi, something small, like don't go to the grocery store. You got to not go, because you might really go to the grocery store and some, you know what I'm saying, they get to shoot in the parking lot. You done got something, you like, damn, some told me not to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just try to follow my intuition, and I analyze these bitches. That's all I got to say, Gigi.
All right, and I thank you so much for giving us your thoughts. All right, let's go on to the next caller. Can y'all please like this video? Y'all know I'm going to beg. Let's give it up for Shirley. Cheryl donated $5, y'all. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you so much. And all right, let's keep on going on. Calling from 334. You're live on the air. 334.
Hello, this 334. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I love your show, Gigi.
Thank you, baby.
Girl, you keep it real. I am hooked on your show, and I will be making a donation to you before Christmas. I just don't have anything right now.
Thank you so much.
I just want you to know. I want you to know how much you are appreciated. And I just got one question. One question, and then I got a comment. I seen it before. The beat down when she slammed her down on the floor, and I thought the last little bit I saw was where the girl slung her elbow, which made it look like that she was moving. Did you see that too?
Say that one more time.
When she got slammed on the floor by the real ugly one, she slung her hair back, but she didn't move no more. Now, I did see, I thought I saw movement at the end of that little short video that I saw of a Roland Martin show. Did you see that too?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. It was really hard for me to watch that video. So I did not continue to look at it with a hard tooth comb. I didn't see a lot of details. I cannot stand when I see that type of thing that's going on. It does trigger me. It does trigger my anxiety. I have been bullied before, so I cannot say and watch it because it triggers too much. Understand? So I'm sorry. I might have missed it.
I understand, but I just thought I saw her sling her hair back. After that, she was slung down on the pole, and after the big other one had kicked her in the face while she was down there on the floor with her left leg. I thought I saw after she walked away from her and was through beating her up that the girl sitting on the floor, Shanquella, threw her hair back. Threw her own hair back. So that looked like to me that there was some movement after the beat down.
Okay, possibly. But I thank you for giving us that awareness, and we will be looking out for that when we watch it again. All right, we're going to let you go at that time. All right, so calling from 314, you're live on the air.
Hi, Miss GIGI. Hey,
how's it going?
I'm not feeling too well, but I love your show.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be all over the place, but I'm only going to take 1 minute. Okay, so I don't name dropping nobody's show, but I heard on another channel.
Well, let's not, if we cannot do that, because right now we're talking about Nancy Grace. Did you watch the Nancy Grace video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, I heard that they all took out PPP loans.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that Shanquella, she came up like she, flipped her money, got her boutique going, got her hair braiding business going, and the other kids, blew their money. That could have been a motive for jealousy that I think. And the next thing is I have buried 2 children. It's not no joke.
Sorry
so I
to
would
hear that.
want everybody, thank you, everybody say a prayer for the parents. Even if you don't know how to pray, just say, God help, because they are suffering in despair. But I will say this, that her parents are strong. And I heard her mom say, I'm hurt, but God don't make mistakes, and God is going to bring us through. And it takes a strong woman to say that. And there's another thing. We're going to all witness this together. Her parents are going to forgive them, because you can see that that's the type of people they are. They're going to forgive them for doing it to their daughter. It ain't going to be, I don't know when it's going to be, but you watch, they're going to forgive them. And all of us are anxious, but if you go back to George Floyd, remember it took so long before those cops got arrested? Sometimes it's just hard to have patience. So we can pray for patience and pray for the family. And yeah, I think one of the motives was definitely jealousy. Shanquella took $17,000 over there. She was going to show them the trip of their lifetime. She was going. Can you imagine someone taking you on a trip and they got $17,000 to spend on everybody? She was going to show them the trip of their lifetime, and then it came out to a bad situation. So yeah, that's all I had to say. I love you. Thanks for letting me come on. I don't got no voice. But watch this stuff gonna come to pass. Her parents are so good. They're going to forgive these people.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for giving us your voice and your perspective. All right, we're going to let you go. Now, we must give a big old thank you to Shay Evans donating $5 for the YouTube live tonight. I thank you so much, Shay. And also, hold on, I just seen you there. Let's give it up for Anna Alexa donating $14. Thank you, Gigi. And I thank you. I thank everybody for joining us on this live. I thank everybody for every
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Everybody
Goodbye.
for every subscription, for every share. I appreciate you all. And this time we will depart until tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go off to some music. I enjoy you guys. Love y'all. And I will see y'all on another video. DJ, take it to another song. Come on now.